The Ray Center at Drake University annually recognizes Iowans who show the 6 pillars of character counts. For the first time, this year's Iowa Character Awards presentation is being brought to you on television. Thanks for joining us to celebrate this year's award recipients.
Good evening and welcome to the 2020 Iowa Character Awards. My name is Steve Rohr, Vice President and General Manager of KDSM Fox 17 in Des Moines. Tonight we're going to be airing this primetime special on Fox 17 for the first time ever. For more than 2 decades, we've been proud to be a partner of the Robert D. and Billy Ray Center here at Drake University and Character Counts to honor Iowans demonstrating great character. Tonight is a special broadcast for us as it's the first time we've ever put this in prime time on television. I want to thank our sister station, Fox 28 in Cedar Rapids, for also airing this broadcast. One of my first meetings 3.5 years ago was meeting with the team responsible for Character Counts, and they're led by Scott Racker. Tonight, I'm proud to introduce Scott to you. Scott.
Thanks, Steve. We're proud at the Robert D. and Billy Ray Center at Drake University to be the global home for Character Counts, where we serve over 8 million youth worldwide. Our mission is rooted in Iowa values and honors former Governor Robert D. Ray's vision and legacy to improve civility through ethical leadership and character development. The Ray Center annually recognizes Iowans who demonstrate the 6 pillars of character: trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship. The Iowa Character Awards have become a preeminent recognition in our state, with over 100 Iowans and Iowa organizations being recognized over the last 15 years. Historically, the Character Awards honor recipients with an in-person celebration along with their family and friends. Due to the health pandemic, we are not able to do so this year. However, we are so grateful that our friends and longtime partners, Fox 17, can bring us together for this special showcase of our honorees. Our 2020 Iowa Character Award recipients are inspirational examples of what good character looks like in action. In addition to Fox 17, we appreciate our partners who provide generous contributions to strengthen our organization, our communities, and the state of Iowa. The Iowa Character Awards presenting partners are Hy-Vee, the Des Moines Register, CJM Financial, and Fox 17. Special thanks also to our additional partners, Alliant Energy and Iowa Farm Bureau. As you meet our award recipients, I hope they inspire and motivate you as we each can transform lives and strengthen our communities. Throughout our presentation, our recipients will be introduced by members of our National Advisory Council and partners. Enjoy the show.
I'm Carol Hunter, Executive Editor for the Des Moines Register. We are proud to partner with the Robert D. and Billy Ray Center as a 6-pillar partner. The Citizens of Character Awards are presented to both an adult and youth who consistently demonstrate the 6 pillars of character. Our 2020 Youth Citizen of Character recognizes 2 best friends who are great role models. Their love and passion for others stretches far beyond the hallways of their high school in Vinton-Shellsburg.
Well, I nominated Carly and Lily because I thought what they chose to do was exceptional, to put themselves on the front line of the COVID wards, out of their comfort zone.
Carly and Lily are both CNAs, and they both work at our local hospital here in Vinton.
It was just amazing that I had a friend that wanted to do this crazy adventure with me, going out to New Jersey, and I knew she'd be up for it when I got the idea. I was like, oh, Carly would come with me. I know she would.
Their senior year in high school, right, where they decide to take off and spread their wings in the middle of a pandemic, right?
These young women went to a distant city, unlike Iowa, small town Iowa. They took a big risk.
They found something positive to do with a really negative situation.
When we had to move out to New Jersey, we grew up really fast together, and we had to support each other through some things that were harder and a lot more difficult, and that we couldn't just talk about with just anyone. And it really made us realize how we both value, like Lily said, with the trustworthiness. And I can trust Lily with anything, and so I'm so grateful for her friendship.
Kind of circle of people that they surround themselves with helps to form I would say, additional character And Lily's done that for Carly. I think done an exceptional job. I couldn't ask for a higher quality person in her life.
They are one and the same. I think that them growing up together, they look like sisters. I think they get mistaken for sisters sometimes.
I would go into patient's room, and because we look so much alike and we had so much PPE on and everything, patients would think that I was Lily.
And the girls obviously had reached out and looked for ways to help out in more than just this particular act. I think this is a culmination of when they went to New Jersey, kind of a culmination of that many hours of service.
We both always valued staying busy and just definitely making the best out of our high school career. Our high school had so many different things to offer.
I think the school system here has done a great job of promoting volunteerism.
Yeah, I think our black and gold cords that we received through the school for 100 hours of community service, it's a really neat program, and it encourages a lot of kids to step out of their comfort zones and to reach out to our community and find ways to give back and help out.
It's just the frosting on the cake to see them recognized in some way for something they did without thinking about this part of it. I'm sure they didn't even know about the Iowa Character Award.
I'm sure it was a difficult decision. I'm sure there were a lot of very honorable applicants for this award, and we're very appreciative that they thought that our girls deserved to be honored this year. Probably a little unprecedented, awarding it to these two instead of one. But we thank you.
We know that there had been so many people that had also applied that were doing honorable, great things for their communities around Iowa, and so it's a really great honor.
Carly and Lily, you truly exemplify the best in the young people of today.
Hi, I'm Catherine Kunert, Vice President of Mid-American Energy Company, a proud six-pillar partner with the Ray Center, and I'm also honored to serve on the National Advisory Council. With an exceptional history of community service, let's meet our 2020 Adult Citizen of Character.
I nominated Bonnie for this award because I really think she's the best person I have met here in the States.
Bonnie is not used to getting spotlight. In fact, she doesn't like it.
Anytime I think you can do anything for community, I think that's a plus. Not that I'm recognized for it, but that communities get recognized for doing good things for people.
I got drawn in by her energy and passion and collaborating with the community.
She's one of those people that if she knows something needs done, she figures out a way to get it done. She doesn't wait on someone else to do it instead.
Bonnie gets involved in everything. She cares about everybody in the community. She's collaborative. She listens a lot. She'll often sit there and then she'll be the one who will say something that everybody will just gravitate around.
I enjoyed my teaching career, and I knew that after I retired, I wanted to be able to give back.
If there is a need for something in the area, it gets met. She'll write grants, she will do the legwork, she'll make the phone calls.
It's just really nice to be able to give back to North English and to the English Valley School District.
It's very nice to receive this award, and she certainly has served as a model leader in many things for many years.
I think the community can be very proud of the work that she does every day, and certainly look to her as a model for how all of us get involved.
And she remembers how things were when she was younger, as I think a lot of us do. We all remember our childhood as being this amazing time and want to do that for our kids and our grandkids. And so I think that that's a lot of it too, is she remembers how great things were knows how great they could be and then is going to work her best to make sure that things are great for the future.
I just feel like this is a real opportunity for me after I retire from teaching to give back to my community.
Gosh, Bonnie, what an inspiration that you've been for our community. And thanks for your passion and energy and drawing us all into that work that you like to see done in the community.
She treats everyone with respect. She's just an all-around nice person.
She's quite inclusive when it comes to community activities.
It's just good to be in touch with people in the community to get things done.
Dear Bonnie, you are my second mother, and you are my friend, and you are my teacher, and I owe you everything. So thank you very much. I'm very proud of you.
It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice.
I'm amazed by how you can keep it all straight and just keep going. And I think between the two of us, we are getting closer to world domination. It's going to take a little bit more money.
I am so proud of her.
Bonnie's recognition just seems obvious. It's a natural fit.
Many people have told me for many years that I'm a very lucky man.
This is a real honor to have the foundation, the Ray Foundation, give this award. It means a lot.
Hello, I'm Chuck Long, CEO and Executive Director of the Iowa Sports Foundation, and I am proud to serve on the National Advisory Council of the Ray Center. The Jim Hallahan Pursuing Victory with Honor Award recognizes an athletic team that consistently shows the 6 pillars of character. Named in honor of Jim Hallahan, a former coach and leader of the Iowa Sports Foundation, the award serves to honor those who mirror Jim's commitment to good character and athletics. Let's meet your 2020 Jim Hallahan Pursuing Victory with Honor Award recipient.
The Jim Hallahan Award for Pursuing Victory with Honor is a great achievement for these kids. They have won the past 2 state championships at the high school level, as well as our 7th grade boys won the junior high state meet, so that was a big deal for them. But it's the way they go about those victories that makes a difference and sets them apart.
They are kids that, you know, they don't go seeking praise. They're really kind of reserved kids, and they're not about themselves. They're not about their name, you know, in the paper or anything like that.
What's amazing from my time being a part of this team is how far we've come in terms of our success running wise.
We do our best to recognize their accomplishments, and something that we've done the last 2 years after their state championships is bring them back with a police and fire truck escort into town, and just have the community there waiting at the school. And it is just to see the look on their face and just the joy and the excitement of the kids it's just undescribable.
Our cross-country team has grown a lot over the last 10 years or so, from fewer than 20 kids to this year we had almost 60.
They are champions on and off the course, and it's just an honor to be able to be part of it.
The cross-country team has been a great opportunity for kids to grow in their leadership skills. It's always impressive to see the older kids helping the younger ones in the weight room. To see our varsity runners welcoming the JV kids who maybe pick up their pace a little and are ready for something more, or even a really talented junior high-aged teammate to come and run with them when they're able to. Over Christmas break, our team lost a team member in a tragic car accident.
His name is Noah.
As far as the closeness of the team, it's unmatched.
And this is something that really required a lot of strength of character from the rest of the team.
And his twin brother Elijah is still on the team. So I'd like to say that we're really looking forward to ways that we can honor him and celebrate his life, because he was an awesome part of our team too.
My own children don't remember a time that they weren't around the cross-country team. So having all these role models as a parent and as a community member and as a teacher, I'm just really thankful to have these kids in my life.
It would be a good honor for me to see the team continue to have the same characteristics as we do now.
Ray Center, we are just very appreciative of your recognition of these fine young men and women, and we are We're very proud of them, and we want to thank you for recognizing them with this honor.
I guess I'd just like to thank a lot of people. Thank Coach Grothis first for all the help and guidance that she's given me and the team over the years.
Madrid cross country team, you have earned this honor.
To see our students recognized on a statewide level is amazing. You know, I think they're great young men and women, and to share them with the rest of the state is really a great experience.
The 2020 Iowa Character Awards on Fox 17 in Des Moines and Fox 28 in Cedar Rapids will be back in 2 minutes. For more information or to nominate an individual or group for the 2021 Iowa Character Awards, visit iowacharacterawards.org. Congratulations to the 2020 Iowa Character Awards Honorable Mention recipients. We celebrate your commitment to showing good character.
I'm Leah Rodenberg, Senior Community Affairs Program Manager at Alliant Energy. We are proud to sponsor the 2020 Iowa Character Awards and recognize Iowans showing good character. The Educator of Character Award is presented to an educator who shows good character and inspires students. This year's recipient has been an educator for 50 years, teaching math for the Belle Plaine Community Schools. Let's meet your 2020 Educator of Character.
Too often we see the negatives. And it's nice to have people identify for positives.
There's never a time when I've ever heard DA talk negatively about a staff member, about a frustration with a student.
It's nice to see him recognized beyond the walls of our school.
I remember, relating it to the field that I'm in now, he would help us with, like all of us that were sore, throw us on this hard laminate table that he had in his classroom, and he would do like this myoplastic release, myofascial release stuff on us. I'll never forget it because I still use the exact techniques that he used on us.
DA taught me more than just how to think about numbers. He taught me how to troubleshoot and do things logically and think about the left half of a problem and the right half of a problem instead of thinking about the whole thing at one time.
Don Anderson is a good example of the 6 pillars of character in pretty much everything he does every day.
DA had teaching 40 some years, was the first one to spend his entire summer putting his lessons online for students to access and to learn.
It's pretty amazing that so many generations have all basically got the same kind of feeling out of DA, that he was a great teacher for all those years.
It's corny jokes. I mean, they used to bounce around my family members. You can lead a horse to water, but a pencil must be lead. He used to say stuff like that.
One of my other basic tenets is attitude determines altitude. If you decide you can do it, you can do it.
I think you could count the number of days that he's missed in his entire 50-year career on one hand.
He amplifies all the characteristics that you're looking at.
Do what's right because it's right. And remember this. Good things take time. The excellence, if you want to be excellent, you've got to take your time and do it. And please take that time. Have patience. Don't make everything instantaneous.
He'll be remembered as somebody who was very impactful to the community.
DA, I know you are the most humble individual I've ever met. You never want to be recognized for the things that you've been recognized for this year. But I just want you to know you truly deserve each and every one of those recognitions that you've received this year.
It's very essential that we understand there are good people out there doing good things. It isn't just me, and it isn't just me in education.
It is special that he has committed essentially his life to service of others.
Guys you could look up to and figure out how to do things right.
It's been an honor teaching with him. It's been an honor having him as a teacher, and definitely as a colleague. He is a mentor for all.
he devoted his whole life to the school and the kids and the students that he had.
I have learned a few things that are there, and hopefully I can share a little bit with what it is, and people can understand a little bit what it's like to be an educator and what a reward it can be.
I'm Alan Sprinko, President of Covenant Construction Services and CCS Homes. I've been a National Advisory Board member for the Ray Center for over 15 years, and we are the Respect Pillar Partner. The Character Champion Award is presented to an individual who is making a commitment to their community through the use and promotion of the 6 pillars of character. Let's take a look.
It means a lot for me to be selected as a character champion for the Character Awards this year. We've been a station partner for 20 plus years with the Iowa Character Awards, but I've really been only part of it for 3 years. And it's just what they do and what they educate across the communities across the state is pretty amazing. And I want to be part of that promotion.
To hear Steve being recognized with an award like this makes absolute sense.
He's always encouraging people to do their best, to work hard. And that type of leadership doesn't always get all of the different various awards or accolades.
One of the things that strikes me most about Steve is that he's a man of action, not just words.
He cares about people and causes, and he just wants to help, and he does.
He comes up with new ideas, different ways of doing things, and then really understanding how can we reach the most amount of people.
And especially in this time of age of the world, as things keep changing and there seems to be you're either on one side or the other, and there's a lot of battling going on. And I think sometimes we just need to step back and listen a little bit more and communicate better, and be able to communicate professionally and with respect. And I think that right now is probably one of the most important pillars that we can do to help promote across the state of Iowa.
2 Men and a Truck has been doing Movers for Moms for many years. What Movers for Moms is a program that helps take care of women and children in our communities that suffer from domestic violence and find themselves in shelters. Our partnership with KDSM started several years ago and really helped us to grow the program. We went from having maybe a few hundred items to thousands.
The Animal Rescue League works with dozens of partners over the year, and we wish every single one of them was like Steve, because it's so easy to work with. He exemplifies everything that this award is honoring him with today, and we are so glad that he's in the Des Moines community and that he's chosen to help homeless pets in this journey.
It's because of you that Des Moines continues to thrive and to be a place that people want to live and grow their families.
I'm really happy to be part of this, because there are a lot of Iowans, including myself, that didn't grow up here and don't know, that weren't educated with the school system, what the 6 pillars are. And so I think it's important for me and as our TV station, really as a company, to get that message out to those that don't know about it and help them understand it, help them educate, and help them be better characters.
And that's what our Character Champion is about. An individual who is committed to uplifting others to positively impact the lives of others in their community. And that's Steve Orr this year.
Hi, Steve. From all of us at 2 Men and a Truck, thank you so much for your partnership and your commitment to our mission to giving back to the community.
Steve, thank you. Keep doing the wonderful work. We truly appreciate our partnership with you.
Congratulations, Steve. It is well deserved.
Box 17, we've been a part of the Character Awards for 20 years, and we have every intention to continue this as long as we possibly can. This is just an unbelievable program, and we're proud to be a part of it.
Hi, my name is Renee Hardman, and I am CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central Iowa, and also West Des Moines City Councilwoman, Member at Large. I am a proud member of the National Advisory Council for the Ray Center. The Business of Character Award is presented to a business or organization that shows good character. Our 2020 Business of Character is committed to promoting financial stewardship to K through 12 students through education and mentoring. Let's take a look.
Our tagline is trust in tomorrow. We're an insurance company. People have to trust us that we'll be there at their time of need.
They really are just there to be a support system for us in any way we need it.
Grinnell Mutual has been an active partner, not only for the Grinnell Middle School, but for our entire district.
Some individuals that were instrumental in getting that started was Barb Baker and Lori Smith. And so they've done a great job of getting that program off the ground.
The Partners in Education program in Grinnell was started more than 30 years ago.
Barb is the committee chair on their side, and so she and I work together a lot. She is a very enthusiastic and energetic person.
A lot of different projects that we do in collaboration with the students. We always try and provide support to the teachers. So whether it's providing them desk calendars or finances for projects they may have going on in their classrooms, or just a little bit of moral support.
She does as much as she can for so many people.
They've really been able to give opportunities to students of ours that they wouldn't have otherwise.
Several of the larger businesses in town got together. We provide volunteers for a lot of the efforts in the different schools.
She has just been a gem. She's one of those people that, checks in, what can we do for you? How can we support your students and your school?
And I think that Grinnell Mutual really goes above and beyond. It's constantly, what do you guys need from us?
They are there even before many of us even ask them to be there.
When you do these things and when you give to others, you'll receive more back in return than what you give.
They've helped get a bike rack for our things outside.
Grinnell Mutual has supported Grinnell Middle School's Invisible Closet by donating items and dollars for students.
And then we found it's not just giving on the part of Grinnell Mutual to the middle school. We have a partnership where we have a project where we've adopted a highway. And so the middle schools and Grinnell Mutual employees will 2 times a year go do a highway cleanup project.
Everything that this is talking about, all the 6 pillars of character, completely align with their vision and everything that they do to support Grinnell Middle School and Grinnell schools in general.
That's just quite an honor. I mean, to be nominated by the Grinnell Middle School, I mean, that's so touching.
It's just wonderful to see them recognized more than just by the people that we, here in our town.
I'm very excited and honored that Grinnell Mutual can have this recognition.
Being honored like this is just so much for our organization.
Grinnell Mutual is just absolutely thrilled to accept this award and to be considered so highly by our partners.
Congratulations. It is a very well-deserved honor.
The 2020 Iowa Character Awards on Fox 17 in Des Moines and Fox 28 in Cedar Rapids will be back in 2 minutes. For more information or to nominate an individual or group for the 2021 Iowa Character Awards, visit iowacharacterawards.org.
Hi, I'm Michael Dayton. I'm an attorney at Nymaster Good in Des Moines, and I'm also a proud member of the Ray Center's National Advisory Council. This next award is named in honor of a young man whose commitment to his community and his passion for character counts is nothing less than remarkable. Aaron Eilertz. Aaron received the Community Service Award posthumously in 2009. The award was then renamed the Aaron Eilertz Community Service Award. It is presented each year to an individual who, like Aaron, is dedicated to community service projects and positively impacting the community, state, nation, or world. Let's meet our 2020 recipient.
Michael exemplifies the 6 pillars of character in a lot of different ways. Primarily, I think of citizenship and how to be just a good citizen and a good person. And Michael's always willing to give back to others.
He is a model student. He's awesome to work with.
Michael is beyond his age.
He just enjoys helping people.
To be receiving this award, it's quite an honor. It's the small things in life that show your friends and family that you care.
Michael's one of the most respectful people I've ever met. If you see him on the street, he's gonna smile and shake your hand no matter what.
Michael is super responsible with everything he does. He's social to everyone in the school. I don't know how he can juggle everything.
Any class, whenever a teacher has a problem, they're like, Michael, will you come help me with this? Michael, will you come help me with that?
He came down here and actually, I think, typed the password in my computer when I got it. Which was really funny because no one else knew it but Michael and our tech guy.
And a teacher will step outside their door and ask me to come in to help fix their problem. And of course I get it fixed, within, 5 minutes, but by then the bell had rung. So they're always writing me pink passes, or most of the time they don't even write pink passes because I walk into the next class and they go, "You were helping with technology problems, weren't you?" I go, "Yes, I was."
He's been helping out by creating the school website and helping to run school social media accounts. That goes a really long way to helping to define the character and culture of your building.
All the teachers have come to learn that I'm fortunate enough to be very knowledgeable about technology.
Over this last this tricky 2020 period we've been in through this COVID pandemic, Michael's just really gone above and beyond to help others.
He saw a need, and it started out as just being, something fun to do.
I started a face shield project, which enabled my county, surrounding counties, the state of Iowa, and even surrounding states to receive these face shields that I 3D printed and created myself.
He just took it on full force and went with it.
I think he started at probably like 5 or 6 at night, and I know he was up till 7 in the morning.
He called or texted me and said, "Hey, I use the school's 3D printer so I can speed up what I'm trying to do here."
He kept getting donations, and so he was able to get more printers for him to be able to print more of the face shields out.
Nearly 2,000 face shields, and it was all on his own.
This project has been ongoing, and it's been an amazing experience. I couldn't ask for anything less.
Thank you, Michael, for all you do for our school and our community and our state.
I can't wait to see where he goes in college, and after that, whoever hires him is extremely lucky.
I think he really deserves all of this.
His hard work certainly does not go unnoticed.
It's just neat to be able to see your child have the recognition when you know they've worked so hard trying to help people and make this world just a little better place.
Mom and Dad are super proud of you.
I think that he deserves it. He needs to be recognized, and I'm glad he got it.
Thank you to everyone who has made me into the person who I am today.
Hi, I'm Renee Murphy with Sassy Social Media Management.
And I'm Trent Murphy with CJM Financial. We are proud to be a 6-pillar partner with the Ray Center.
Today, we are here to share with you the Student Organization of Character Award. It is presented to a student-led group that demonstrates the 6 pillars of character: trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship.
The 2020 Student Organization of Character is a leadership development program that inspires young people to be good citizens.
What it means to be receiving this award as the East High JRTC program, it's been a lot of hard work, and I think it recognizes the efforts and the hard work of our cadets and what they do every day in our community.
I feel like they created such a warm environment for people to come and just feel safe.
East High cadets come from so many different social circles. So you might have, somebody who's likes to play video games, and another who likes to, or who's an athlete traditionally. When they get together, those barriers are gone. They're all a team together.
For volunteering in ROTC, during your class period, we would go through a briefing every week or every other week, and it had just a big list of events.
Our cadets are really embedded with a lot of the veteran service organizations, the American Legion. Twice a month, our cadets help serve meals.
Even helping out at Cattle Congress, cleaning up after the rodeo and stuff. A really big, wide variety of activities.
All these activities are most of them are outside school hours. So they're doing this on their own accord. They're actually identifying these projects, and they're taking some of their own time to support these programs.
It's just incredible how many of those students, even though it's not always required of them, they step up and they want to help in so many different ways.
Even during the pandemic, our cadets went to one of our local cemeteries here in Waterloo and placed hundreds of flags recognizing our veterans on their grave sites.
You get to volunteer with your friends, and it makes it seem a whole lot more fun when you can create like community.
Being a mom of teenagers, it amazes me the level of their leadership and commitment to their community.
It's always been a great program, but now we're getting out there more, and we're making those like connections with community members, and it's really heartwarming to see, because I know a lot of those cadets, they put their heart and soul into volunteering and doing the most they can for their community. They're like a leadership class, so they just teach you how to become a better person and how to really communicate with people.
These cadets embody these 6 pillars, and it's built into our curriculum.
Character is important. We're judged every day on our character, and when you establish that you have good character, that's going to take you far.
I'd like to thank the Race Center for this award. I'd like to thank them for recognizing people of character, organizations of character in our community and our state.
I'm Craig Hill. I'm president of the Iowa Farm Bureau, and we are proud to be longtime partners with the Robert D. and Billy Race Center at Drake University and Character Counts. The Partner of the Year Award celebrates the organizations who support the Robert D. and Billy Race Center and embrace their mission. Let's meet this year's recipient.
We're honored that Bankers Trust is being recognized as the Partner of the Year for the Robert D. and Billy Race Center at Drake University.
Bankers Trust is the largest community bank in Iowa, and because we're a community bank, we feel it's important to give back to the community, and our core values align well with programs such as this one, which promotes civility throughout our community.
The partnership between Bankers Trust and Character Counts goes back at least 20 years. We were one of Character Counts' earliest partners and one of the initial 6 pillar partners.
The 6 pillars of character are foundational elements for our work and Bankers Trust's support of our work. But it's in alignment with Bankers Trust's core values, which include customers, employees, community engagement, inclusion, diversity, and equity. These are not mere words to Bankers Trust. They're things they put in action every day in their community. Bankers Trust has long time committed not only with financial resources, but awareness opportunities such as the 4-page inserts that they get statewide across Iowa at a critical time for us to raise awareness of the impact and resources that Character Counts had for educators and parents.
There are a lot of things we can't control in today's world, so I like to focus on the things we can. And having good character is one thing that you have complete control over, and it's something that someone can't take away from you.
Trust is in our name, it's in our promise to our customers, we put it in our ads, it's kind of who we are.
Bankers Trust has also invested in us through the leadership of individuals to help guide our strategic vision. Individuals such as senior leader Emily Abbas on our National Advisory Council, who helped in the transition of Character Counts coming to Iowa through the Robert D. and Billy Race Center as now a global entity.
Bankers Trust also funded the Character Counts Education Center at Blank Park Zoo for many years. And another place we've supported Character Counts awareness is at Iowa State basketball games in Ames.
At Bankers Trust, we've invested and we continue to invest more than $1 million each year in local nonprofits. Beyond that, our employees are very involved in their local chambers and they're on countless boards and committees in the area.
Bankers Trust engagement with our work has been much more than just the financial resources. Bankers Trust has come alongside us to help raise awareness and promote the resources, strategies, and techniques that we have available for parents educators, and communities.
We really appreciate this honor that recognizes Bankers Trust for our long-term loyalty and commitment to the Character Counts mission.
Well, I want to say thank you to Scott and his team members and all the organization's sponsors. And to tonight's other award recipients, we're honored to be in such great company.
But we want to thank President Don Coffin, all of the significant leaders and the employees of Bankers Trust for what they do to impact the lives of others, to transform lives and strengthen communities through the cause of character, to impact families, schools, and communities for a better Iowa. Thank you.
The 2020 Iowa Character Awards on Fox 17 in Des Moines and Fox 28 in Cedar Rapids will be back in 2 minutes. For more information or to nominate an individual or group for the 2021 Iowa Character Awards, visit iowacharacterawards.org. Congratulations to the 2020 Iowa Character Awards Honorable Mention recipients. We celebrate your commitment to showing good character.
Hello, I'm Marta Codina, Region Bank President for Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is a proud sponsor of the Race Center, and I personally have the honor of serving on the National Advisory Council. The Community of Character Award is presented to a community that puts good character into action, working together to transform and strengthen the place that they call home. This year's Community of Character is embracing their diverse community and is committed to empowering and uplifting each other.
I think one of the greatest parts about living in Storm Lake is the part where we're small enough we know each other, but we're different enough we get to have these vast experiences with each other.
I'd say it's one of the most diverse and kindest places to live.
I think a lot of us care about what the image is too of our town.
You are the ones that care for each other, work together with each other, help each other out in times of need.
It's grown a lot since I came to Storm Lake, so it's been great.
We have a multicultural coalition here.
I think we work hard to develop character within the community where you respect each other, you care for each other, you work together.
We continue to think about how we can be better about lifting all voices.
We have a Parade of Nation that takes place during the 4th of July where we celebrate music, food, all sorts of stuff.
Everybody brings something from their country and basically shows their respect for this country, but also we get to see where they come from and their traditions.
What's a great event, and this year, since with everything going on, we couldn't have it.
And we've learned over the years, just living together and working together as a diverse community, to respect one another.
There's a lot of things going on in this community to be proud of.
Here in Storm Lake, two of the pillars that I really see standing out more than the rest are respect and responsibility. I think as members of Storm Lake, it is our responsibility to call out injustices and promote social justice. Sometimes that requires us as community members to have really difficult discussions. There have been topics where not everybody here has seen eye to eye, but despite the disagreements, we all managed to stay respectful and take time to listen to one another and our differences.
There are a lot of people in this community that truly believe that when we're all better, we're all better.
I think a lot of us care about what the image is too of our town.
I'd like to thank the selection committee for choosing Storm Lake.
Being recognized on local, state, and even national level brings a lot of prideness to us.
So to have the Race Center recognize us for the steps that we have taken to become the community that we've become is truly an honor.
So it feels really good that Storm Lake has been recognized and that they're looking at the good part of Storm Lake or the good things that happen here in town.
And I think we need to continue to show our character in our community.
Congratulations to the entire community of Storm Lake. For the youngest youth to the most senior adults, you are an example for the rest of the state and the country of what it looks like to put character in action, especially for the opportunities to bring together rather than to break down around the issues of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Congratulations, Storm Lake. We're proud to have you as our community of character.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Gosh, Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer for Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee is a proud partner of the Ray Center at Drake University. I am also honored to serve on their National Advisory Council. The School of Character Award is presented to a school committed to teaching good character. Let's meet our 2020 recipient.
Receiving this award by the Ray Center is a special honor. It's a recognition of things that we try to do on a daily basis.
We are a community that is kind of re-evolving. Businesses are coming back.
It has a lot of diversity. We're a diverse population.
There's so much character building through sports. I think that Perry has done a great job with that.
When I came back to Perry, I met with our Student Activities Advisory Council, and we discussed developing the Blue Jay Way.
The Blue Jay Way talks a lot about character.
It's doing your very best at all times.
If you have character and you really care about each other, you build trust.
Our Student Activities Advisory Council has also become a leadership development program.
A lot of our students are really good with the community and helping local businesses.
After Volunteer Day was over, they even came back and continued to help me. And I will forever be grateful.
The Student Activities Council in high school will go to the elementary once a month and read books based off of the steps of the Blue Jay Way and introducing that to them when they're little so that they carry that on through middle school and high school.
It's so fantastic to see the smiles on the faces of these elementary kids and I can see them thinking already, hey, I want to do that someday.
In my opinion, Perry High School has the very best Veterans Day program.
It's a very emotional day.
Our veterans saw how important that our kids thought this was, and it keeps growing, and it's one of the bigger ones in the state.
And it is a great way to instill into the kids to be that perfect citizen, that perfect friend, that perfect human being.
It feels tremendous to be able to get the Iowa Character Award for our Perry Community School.
I think it's really great that Perry has won this character award.
An award like this is, for a school like ours, means a lot more than it might mean in other schools.
Our kids in our community are working really hard to show what good people we are.
We have so much to be proud of.
What an honor, what an honor. It couldn't be for a more deserving school.
Congratulations to the Perry High School students and staff members that have worked hard to really embrace the pillars of character.
To the high school staff, and to our Perry Community School and to our Perry community, congratulations to all the people that have worked so hard to build character, to be part of the Blue Jay Way, and to have Perry pride.
On behalf of the Perry Community School District, we are very appreciative of the efforts of the Robert D. and Billy Ray Center.
And the school and the community are working together to make sure it's a safe and productive environment for our kids.
I'm so proud to be a Blue Jay, proud to be part of all the people that have done this, and I want to say thank you, and it is great to be a Blue Jay.
I'm Marty Martin, president of Drake University, which is the home of the Robert D. and Billy Ray Center. The Ray Awards are the Ray Center's highest honor and reflect Governor Ray's lifelong commitment to civility and character development. The Pillar of Character Award was presented to Governor Ray in 2003 for his visionary leadership, as well as the exemplary character he demonstrated. Previous recipients of this award include Nobel Prize winner Norman Borlaug and Character Counts founder Michael Joseph. This year, we are pleased to present the Ray Award to a woman whose vision for one Iowa classroom has inspired us all.
The Robert D. Ray Pillar of Character Award is our organization's highest honor. We present this award to individuals who help advance our mission to positively impact the lives of others. And there could be no greater recipient for the work that we've achieved to this date than Nancy Tixon. Nancy Tixon was a 5th grade educator at Clay Park Elementary School in April of 1997, when Governor Ray and I first met her. Governor Ray and I went to that school to see what was happening with character counts, the only school in Iowa that was using the 6 pillars of character to positively influence the youth as well as their families.
I believe it was during our spring break, and I was downstairs doing one of my favorite chores of ironing, and on the TV was this program about character counts. And I watched it and took notes and was kind of excited about it. At school, we had been running a program put on by AEA, and while it was a very good program, I thought it lacked something. And so I went to school when school started again after break and talked with John Stedham, the counselor. And he thought it was a good program too, from hearing from me. And together we went to Jim Mays, our principal, to discuss the possibility of trying this.
Without Nancy and John bringing this idea to me and then developing it in their classrooms, all of our people at the school seeing how well it was accepted and wanting to do it as well. And it just continuously went on and on and on, so that everybody in the school eventually was doing character counts things.
I think people learn by example. And if you set a good example, then probably people are going to pick up and say, oh, I like that. I need to incorporate that in my life.
And found out the more that we got into it, the students were excited, the staff was excited, the parent-teacher organization was excited.
Well, I'm honored to be honored this way, and grateful. It was a surprise, which makes it even more special.
I'm so glad that when she was reluctant to take any recognition, that she's getting a lot of recognition.
And through that initiative, caring so deeply about them to make sure that they understood what trustworthiness and respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship looked like in their lives, that in doing that, you are now shaping the impact across the entire globe. Nancy Tixon, congratulations on being the recipient of the Robert D. Ray Pillar of Character Award.
Well, I want to thank them for the honor and tell them that I'm grateful for it. And I'm so pleased that there were people who saw this program as being one that was beneficial to children, not only to children, but to adults working with children and to their families. And it has progressed to the state where it is now.
Hello, I'm Jim Eipersbach, and I'm honored to serve as the chairperson of the Robert D. and Billy Ray Center National Advisory Council at Drake University. This year's award recipients are an inspiration to all of us. Congratulations, and thank you for your commitment to making Iowa a model for good character. If we think for a moment about the people in our lives, we can identify someone whose character we admire, someone who deserves to be honored. I invite you to nominate an individual or group for the 2021 Iowa Character Awards. For more information and to start your nomination, please go to iowacharacterawards.org. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us to celebrate the 2020 Iowa Character Awards. The Ray Center at Drake University is proud to honor the legacy of former Governor Robert D. and Billy Ray with our mission to enhance civility through character development and ethical leadership. We each have an opportunity to transform lives and strengthen communities with our individual actions. And at the same time, we are better together. Just as the Iowa Character Awards would not be possible without the support of our presenting partners, Hy-Vee, the Des Moines Register, CJM Financial, and Fox 17, along with our additional partners, Alliant Energy and Iowa Farm Bureau. Steve, thank you and Fox 17 for making this special presentation a reality.
Thank you, Scott, and once again, congratulations to all the Iowa Character Award winners tonight. If you'd like to see the videos again, you can go to iowacharacterawards.org or kdsm17.com. Thank you for watching this special and have a great night.